The $500,000 mistake I made, and how you can avoid it. $500,000 gone, not in a catastrophic market crash, not in a scam, gone because I made a decision that felt intelligent at the time, but was actually the opposite. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, why it cost me so much, and more importantly, how you can completely avoid it. Because this is not a mistake that requires luck to avoid, it requires awareness. Let's begin. The mistake: listening to success instead of principles. I had $750,000 in diversified investments, safe, boring, working. Then I started making real money, more money than I had ever seen before, and something changed in my brain. Suddenly, boring felt stupid, safe felt weak. I started looking at other people's portfolios, people making fast money with concentrated bets, and I thought, why am I being so conservative? I know what I'm doing. So I did it. I took $500,000 and concentrated it into 3 private plays. Same sector, same thesis, same belief. I was extremely confident. I had experience, knowledge, past success. What could go wrong? Everything. What happened? Pride before the collapse. The thesis looked perfect. The companies looked strong. The sector was hot. For 6 months, I was right. The position grew to $680,000. I felt unstoppable, like a genius. Then the sector collapsed hard. And because I had concentrated everything into one idea, I had no hedge, no diversification. I put every egg into one basket. And somebody dropped the basket. Within 8 months, $500,000 became $180,000. That is not a loss. That is destruction. But what hurt more than the money was this: I knew better. I had built wealth using the exact opposite strategy: safe, diversified, boring. And the moment I became comfortable, I abandoned everything that worked. The real cost, what $500,000 actually meant. Let me put this into perspective. At the time, that $500,000 represented 5 years of disciplined saving and investing. 5 years. I earned the money back after about 3 years of aggressive work. But the 2 lost years? Those were supposed to compound. At an 8% annual return, that lost money would now be worth well over $630,000. So the real cost was not just the original loss, it was the loss compounding attached to it. We are talking about a lifetime cost of more than $800,000. All because I listened to success instead of principles. The lesson: why this happens to everyone. What I didn't understand back then was this: people rarely fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because they ignore what they already know. I already understood diversification. I already understood concentration risk. I already knew ego destroys portfolios. I simply stopped applying the rules because I felt special. I thought the rules applied to other people. That is where most people collapse, not during the learning phase, during the execution phase. They know what to do, but emotions take control and they do the opposite. And the worst part? I am not unique. Every experienced investor has some version of this story. The people who survive learn from it. The people who don't repeat it. How to avoid it. 3 non-negotiable rules. First, diversification is not optional. It is insurance. No single position should dominate your portfolio, especially when you feel certain. Confidence is usually when the biggest mistakes happen. Second, principles matter more than performance. If your strategy says diversify, diversify. Even when concentration looks exciting. Your framework is not there to limit you. It is there to protect you. Third, listen to your earlier self. Write down why you created your original strategy. And when ego tells you to abandon it, go back and read it. Sometimes your younger self was wiser than your successful self. The real teaching: wealth is not built during brilliant moments. It is protected through discipline during tempting moments. Anyone can stay disciplined while losing. Real discipline is staying disciplined while winning. That is where wealth is actually built. In boring, repetitive, unglamorous consistency, I lost $500,000 proving something I already knew. You do not have to do the same. Keep your strategy simple, keep your diversification strong, and the moment you feel smarter than your own rules, that is exactly when you need them most. That is not weakness, that is wisdom. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and take even better care of your money.